Good morning, community. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, Canning Recipes, a little bit of everything. Did you see that beautiful sunrise? While our sun is rising, there are others that don't even know where their loved ones are. They don't know how they're going to make it. So I don't really like making these types of videos, guys, but sometimes they have to be made to just remind us and do us a little reevaluation on our priorities and our family, and to show you what we're doing and what we have been doing and what we'll continue to do to stay ahead of the game as much as possible. Now, I know there are a lot of people in North Carolina and Tennessee and Georgia and Alabama that are gardeners, that are farmers, that are preppers, that are families, that are ranchers. I know a lot of them were probably prepared for this, and some of their stuff was washed away completely. Who would have thought that in the mountains of Tennessee and in the mountains of North Carolina, about, I don't know, hundreds of miles from the ocean, I think they said it was about 500 miles from where it hit in Florida, would be suffering so tragically with these mudslides and with these floods. Now, they have said that there were floods in the past, especially I think it was 1916, but nothing like they're experiencing or what they experienced this past week and last week, and nothing what they're experiencing now. There are still hundreds of people missing, if not thousands, and we all know what FEMA has said. They're trying to backtrack right now. Mayorkas is trying to backtrack, and but he did say that the funds, that they did not have enough funds to continue in this hurricane season, and they are offering our folks $750. $750 here won't even last us a week, most likely. And yeah, that's what's going on. Now, I've seen many videos. I do not have firsthand knowledge. I just want, this is my disclaimer. I do not have firsthand knowledge, but I have seen videos that the mainstream media has put out, and I have seen videos that just the average person like us are putting out, and I am not seeing anything, any help from our representatives. I'm not going to say our leaders. They're not our leaders, guys. They're representatives. Not seeing any help from our representatives. I've seen a couple of snippets of the same video where they're unloading water and putting it into a truck, but it's the same snippet. There are no new videos of showing the FEMA or the USA up there helping these folks. I'm not seeing any Chinook helicopters. I'm not seeing any Blackhawks, even though MSM, mainstream media, is saying they're up there. I'm not seeing it. And again, we're seeing the same clip of them gathering water that maybe is a truckload. Not even, I'm not saying an 18-wheeler truckload, I'm saying a pickup truckload. Now, we are in no position to say what these people shoulda, coulda, woulda done. None of us are in that position except for those that are up there with them. And so I'm not even going to start off with saying, well, they should have did this, or they could have done that, or they should have did this. We don't know. All we do know is that mudslides and flash floods destroyed a lot of lives, took a lot of people's homes. Floods took a lot of people's businesses, and we have no idea what they're experiencing, and we have no idea how they're going to get out of this mess that this weather has brought them. Very, very scary. Now, I'll tell you what we do and what we've done, or what we're going to continue to do, and that is have a backpack ready to go, have some cash on hand, have your medicines ready. And guys, if we want to look at this situation and see what really happened, I think it's clear to me that that's probably just about all these people could have grabbed, that and their children and their pets. And even some of them didn't even have a chance to do that. So the one thing that you want to focus on, or maybe that I want to focus on, is making sure I have a backpack with maybe a change of clothes, my medicines, a little bit of cash, IDs, information, even copies of all my IDs, or my wallet, or whatever. But that's really the only thing it looks like a lot of these people even got out with, and some of them didn't even get out with that. I've seen the videos of the mudslide coming with somebody standing on their front porch, literally feet away from them, literally coming down the mountain feet away. You think that fella had time to go in there and grab what he needed to get, and grab his family and grab his kids? You know, that happened to so many other homes. There was another couple that said they were making coffee in the kitchen and they looked out and saw the water, and they got separated. Praise the Lord, both of them were safe. But that's how quick it happened. So what we do know is that we are having elections, and right at a month from now. What are you doing? What are you doing to prepare for that, to make sure that maybe you and your family don't got to get out and about that day, or maybe a couple of days after? What we do know is that our fellow citizens in the mountains in the eastern half of the United States, southeastern half of the United States, are suffering. They're suffering. And I don't see hardly anybody helping them. Now, saw a video yesterday. You might want to go check them out. Truth Stream Media, who said that before Katrina hit back in 2005, there was already ready, I think around 30,000 troops before the hurricane even hit, ready to deploy or already deployed. Our good old government has sent them 1,000 people. 1,000 people. Golly gee. And we don't even know where over 1,000 people are, and they're just sending 1,000 people up there to help these folks. Shame. Shame. We've stated many times before, and we're going to continue to state it. They're not coming. They're not coming to help us. They are in it for themselves. This is an evil, evil situation that is going on. And if you're going to try to make it, because we have no idea what might come our way. Goodness gracious, we could get a hurricane over us and get 17, 18 inches of rain. Now, I don't know what that would do to us here. I know that we've had one hurricane come over us and gave us 13 inches of rain, but I've never seen 17 inches of rain. And some areas up there even got 30 inches of rain. I have no idea what that would do to us here. But I can tell you one thing, is we are on our own. We are on our own. Our elected, remember, our elected representatives, not leaders, our elected representatives are failing the American people terribly bad. You make sure in a month from now that you show your displeasure with whatever you want to vote for, whoever you want to vote. But I tell you what, we are at a critical crossroads in our country, critical. And there's another hurricane headed for Florida. We've got community members there. We need to pray for them. And my friends, shocking. Is it not shocking to you what has happened to our fellow country people, our fellow brothers and sisters that are not being represented properly and not being helped except by their neighbors? And that's how we're going to pull out of this. So guys, stay tuned, stay vigilant, and pray hard for these people, and pray hard for this storm that's coming up through the Gulf again this week, and pray hard for this upcoming election, because things are looking terrible, not just here in our country, but worldwide. You know what you're seeing. Love you all. See you soon.